Okay, so you're out in the wilderness and you've got absolutely no tools whatsoever. No knives, no saw, no axe, you've got nothing. All you've got is your brain. So what do? You need to find shelter, you need to make it quick. It doesn't need to be a really extravagant shelter, it needs to basically keep you dry, keep you warm and keep you out the wind. First thing you need to think about is your surroundings. Have you got lots of deadfall? Are you in an area that's sheltered in general? Okay, if you're out in an open field, it's not going to be much shelter, so best to find, you know, those areas of woodland that are really dense. First things first, what I've spotted is a tree root, and actually that's a great place to start just to make a really quick A-frame shelter. Now if you want to see how to make an A-frame shelter with some tools, then check out this video just here. That's just a little video I did on building a standard A-frame shelter. To be honest, the A-frame shelter is probably one of the easiest shelters to build, and you can build it with minimal tools. So let's go and check out this tree root I found. Okay, well here we go. Here's the tree root. This is actually a pine tree that's been blown over in a storm, and as you can see already there's a natural wall here. So I've almost got half of the actual shelter built already without having to do anything. I can lie down along here, you know, just lengthways even, and just get a couple of sticks and things like that just to make a small wall, and I'll instantly be out of that shelter of the wind. However, it's what comes from above, things like rain obviously, and in order to get out of that, that's where the A-frame shelter comes in. So what I'll need to do is actually build the ridge line, so the main log down the middle. Just find one that's probably about 4 feet longer than my actual body, and that way it should have a good enough angle to actually give me a bit of room inside. Okay, so I've found my ridge line, the ridge log. I've made sure that it's dry, it's not rotten, it's definitely hardwood, and it's, you know, obviously I've not used any tools, so I just snapped off bits, used trees to snap off bits, and it's a good length. It goes all the way down, and luckily actually it goes all the way down to the end here, which is dead handy, so it gets that pressure right up against that tree there. So to be honest, I'm really happy with this log. Now I need to get obviously some smaller logs. I leave these, they'll help to balance the logs. I'll get some smaller logs to make that A part of the actual shelter. Well, there we go, there's the basic kind of A-frame. It's really rushed, I just did this in about 25 minutes, collecting all those sticks, and I've left a gap up here for the entrance, luxury entrance. You can see the actual tree falling down over there, so I've utilised this tree root here, the big roots, and I'll show you the other side. There's the other side. So I haven't got them cross latched at the top too much, they're just sort of leaning against that middle log, and all I need to do now, I've tested it, I can lie down in it, there's room. All I need now is a bit of insulation, and what I'm going to use is moss, as I've got lots of moss around me. Another benefit of being in dense, thick woodland, especially pine forests, is you get usually quite a bit of moss, because obviously the forest floor doesn't see much sunlight, so it stays relatively damp, and actually it's very easy to just pull up in big clumps. And you can see there, nice big clump. That'll be really good insulation for the A-frame shelter, especially with the wind, and it will help with the rain as well. Let's patch it up. And there it is. You can see I've used all the moss up that I could. You see my little door, the entrance there. If I get down low, it's about 4 feet high, I'd say, at the tallest point, if that, maybe 3.5 feet over there, but that is well insulated. I'll go and show you the other side. Again, covered in moss. I'm at late October now, so there's lots of pine needles down as well. You can see where that ridge line has gone right up to the edge of the tree there. This is a very warm and secure shelter. There's the fallen tree, there's the tree root, there's the Shire. I do feel like Frodo Baggins here in Hobbiton, but you can see I've used that tree root there. It's built up over there. I've just used that tree root, put the ridge line in. It's very simple shelter, yet very warm, very secure, and I've done it with zero tools, just my hands. Very satisfying. If you haven't done things with your hands like this, I suggest going out and doing it. It's great fun. And here is the entrance to the shelter. Let's take a look inside. Ample room in here, absolutely loads of room. In fact, you could probably fit 2 people side by side, I'd say, in here. A couple of gaps I need to fill in with the moss, but that is pretty damn secure. Only one thing left to do now, and that's get inside. Well, I can safely say there is ample room in here. It's very, very out of the wind, and it's very dark because of the moss, but that will insulate it well and keep it dry as possible. Hope you've enjoyed it. Little emergency shelter for those times when you have no tools and all you can use is your bare hands. It's one of the quickest shelters to put up, and hope you enjoyed the video.